Number 2.
Hello, and welcome to the ride, where ungrateful, conniving brats are always welcome. You're headed for a good spanking on the parents' floor. But first, how many people will be playing? Oh, so there's only one of you. That's fine. There's only one of me, too. Is this your first time on the ride? Well, good. I hope you really enjoy the ride. To make your trip more pleasant, our host will give you extra instructions when you need them most. Have fun. I need you to type in your name now. Tasty. Your buzzer is the letter B. B as in Battle Creek, Michigan, home of the American breakfast cereal. Well, that's all I have to say. Hope to see you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack is brought to you by the Old and the Senile Retirement Home. Send your parents to our rooms. And now here's your host, the one, the only, Cookie.
Hey, how's it going? You know, I probably blackmailed my father too. Except if my mother ever found out I knew about the affair, she'd bust both of our skulls. Yep, I love my mother. Okay, you want a little fun for the whole family? Sorry, wrong game. Alright, buzzing for the cash. Well, no good can come of that. Here's your category. Parental logic, oxymoron, or paradox? Let's see that question. Which of these parental sayings is not an imperative sentence?
Get a haircut, because I...
Take it! Imperative sentences give a command, and this one doesn't. Why? Because I said so. If you don't like it, tough. I'm in charge, and you'll do as I say as long as you're here. Hey, buzz into selective value. This one's called... Muppet babies? Who are the Muppet parents? Let's get going. Considering their colors, which Muppets could most likely be Kermit's parents? Gonzo and Elmo, Big Bird and Cookie Monster, Bird and Animal, or Snuffleupagus and Miss Piggy? Go get it! Yellow and blue make green. And on our next show, we'll show you how to use a box of crayons and a microwave to make all the colors of the rainbow. Alright, it's time to choose the value of the question. Your category is... Your mama! Guess the magic number here is 3565. Could be your lucky number. Let's find out. Oh no! You stepped on a crack! Which of these could you not have broken? Your mother's sacrum, your mother's lumbar, your mother's occipital, or your mother's coccyx? Go for it!
After I carried you for 9 months, this is how you treat me?
The occipital bone isn't in her back, it's the back of your mama's skull. And unless you want to feel the back of her hand, don't bust nothing else. Alright, bang your butt. I like to call this category the USO at the PTA. Okay, picture this. You've missed a ton of classes and your mom and dad are being called into a parent-teacher conference. If your parent-teacher conference occurred during the Paris Peace Conference, what would be the best excuse for all your days absent? Fighting in the trenches during... It's yours if you want it!
Timmy is so a good speller.
Timmy couldn't spell his way out of a paper bag.
Bitch!
Ah! You! Ah!
The Paris Peace Conference ended World War I, and if you can simulate a little shell shock, you can probably get out of gym class, too. Okay, hit your buzzer and try to snag the highest. Coming up. Test tube babies are so lucky. All right, take a look at this letter to an advice column and tell me who wrote it. My twin and I have the most embarrassing foster mother. She walks around with her teats hanging out, she dresses up in sheep's clothing, and howls at the moon when normal... Take it!
If you boys don't come out of that bathroom, I will huff and I'll puff and I'll blow that door down.
Romulus and Remus were the twin sons of Mars that were suckled and raised by a wolf. Hit your buzzer to select the value. Skip-to-maloo, shamalama ding-dong. What the hell is that? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Now then, here's what your real category looks like. A diet for the constipated parent. Here's how this works. You're gonna get a phrase that sounds like gibberish. Now what you gotta do is buzz in and tell me what it rhymes with. Now bear in mind, the more time you take, the less cash you get. Okay, think of all the trials of being a parent and then tell me what this rhymes with. Liz hair tea bun. Heck, none. And ignore the punctuation. First clue, it involves labor. Work sucks. It involves labor and a splitting bellyache. Last clue, they say Julius Caesar was... Let's see what you think. Start typing the... Cesarean section, sort of like Thanksgiving dinner, a little carving with a knife, some spilled gunk on the table, and good old-fashioned family love. Okay, buzz in and lock onto the highest value you can. We're calling this one... Isn't everyone enamored with my baby like I am? Oh, great. It's time for a very special guest host. See, we have this great new daycare system here at work that allows me to spend a lot more time with all of my wonderful coworkers' babies. And here's one of them now. Bill?
Hey, Cookie. This is my new baby girl, Candy. The mean old boss makes us work so long, I don't get to spend much time with her. But I didn't want my little Candy feeling left out, did I? So I brought her in here to ask her own question.
Oh, how wonderful.
Okay, here she goes. Speak into the mic, Candy.
Or... Go get it! If you would have listened to, what's her name, you would have picked VOP.
It is the right answer, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're so funny. Aren't you the funniest little baby girl that I could have? Yes, you are.
Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna go vomit.
God, it's amazing. I mean, she's not speaking English, but you can understand everything she says. Candy, is there anything you want to add before you go?
Did she just say up yours, Cookie? Okay, select the value of the question. Okay, give it up for... double dating in the animal world. Here we go. Suppose Mr. and Mrs. Camel went out for the evening with Mr. and Mrs. Walrus. Given the appropriate names for the male and female of each species, of what would the party consist? A bull, a cow, a bull and a cow, a buck, a doe, a boar and a tabby, a ram, a mare, a cock and a jenny, or a boar, a boar and a bitch? It's yours if you want it. Male camels and walruses are both called bulls. The females of both species are called cows. And when the four of them get together, it's really disgusting. Hit your buzzer to choose the value of the next question. Here's your category. Donuts make my brown eyes blue? Okay, you know how some genes for eye colors are dominant and some are recessive? Well, if Van Morrison's brown-eyed girl and Chuck Berry's brown-eyed handsome man have recessive blue-eyed genes, what's the chance that their child will have Elton John's blue eyes? 0%, 25%, 50%. Go for it! If brown-eyed parents have blue-eye recessive genes, there's a 1 in 4 chance their child will have blue eyes. And considering the gene pool, the kid would be a flamboyantly gay, born-again Christian who often ends up in jail. Now select the highest. It's dead, it's disgusting, it's roadkill. Alright, let me tell you how this game works. I'm going to show you various pairs of things that are somehow related. And you're going to see a series of items that may or may not connect the pair. You gotta buzz in to select the item you think correctly joins the two. There's $1,000 in it for you if you're right, but do choose wisely. You lose 1,000 every time you're wrong. And we're gonna wrap it all up with a final bonus round worth some extra cash. Pay attention to all the correct answers and you might have a shot at the bonus. You got that? Good, let's motor. What you do on a cigarette and color blank? What's the common link between these two? Type of truck, and blank the knife. $1,000 and 8 life blank. Tom Hanks movie, and Andre the Giant was really blank. Universal blood donor, and the roundest letter. Score! What models usually have, and they go all the way up. Term of endearment, and blank Ray Leonard. Let's go for the bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all desirable traits in children? Earth mothers! Nicknames contain... That's it, count it. I'm gonna be your sugar daddy. Count it. Alright, there it is. Let's keep moving. Alright, it's time to choose the value of the... I think we can work with that, and here's your category. She either swallowed a goat or she's blessed with child. So, remember those sex ed films we all saw? Pregnancy was demystified, we learned the words for sperm and ovum, and we didn't have to explain the process as he put his thing in her down there. Well, get ready to buzz and start typing. So pretend I'm holding a dandelion and help me complete this saying. Mama had a baby and her what popped off? Type it in when you know. Talk to me, type in your answer and here. Interesting choice. Too bad you didn't type this. It's a game you play with dandelions. Mama had a baby and her head popped off. And the dandelion head goes flying. And it's a hell of a lot less gross than what actually happens when Mama has a baby. Alright, buzz in for the cash. Ah, you blew it. Here's your category. Mother Nature and her Miracle Whip. Hey, did your mom ever cut the crusts off the bread for you? Yeah, mine neither. If Mother Nature trims the crust off the earth while making a sandwich, what will she be cutting away? It's yours if you want it.
You rock my world, baby.
Cutting off the lithosphere gets rid of all that nasty crust. Now if she'd only lay off the mayo in the egg salad. Alright, bang your buzzer and grab the highest value. Welcome to the Jack Attack. I'm gonna be throwing a bunch of words up on the screen. Buzz in when you see two items on the screen that match. Each time you're right, you make money. Each time you're wrong, you lose it. Now here's the thing. Not any two items that go together are necessarily a match.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Wise our parents tell us. And do not forget, the match has to fit the clue. Alright, here we go. Got all of them! Now go find some friends to brag to!
Taylor? Why aren't those earnings projections on my desk?
Has this happened to you? We can help. We're SkyFib. Using an advanced network of satellites and messaging pagers, SkyFib provides you with instant context-appropriate excuses.
Taylor? I'm still waiting for those earnings projections. Why don't you have them?
Oh, excuse me, my pager. I had to go to Lamaze class.
You're pregnant? Well, okay.
SkyFib can help in any situation.
Honey, Tammy said she saw you going into the bowling alley last night. Weren't you working late?
I was, doing a bowl-a-thon for kids with smallpox.
Oh, honey, I'm so impressed.
And you'd be impressed to know who uses SkyFib.
Mr. President, did you have an extramarital affair with that woman?
Oral sex is not adultery.
Let SkyFib help you today.
But honey, wasn't smallpox eliminated in the 70s?
I just, wanted the kids to have a transmission error. I'm dead, aren't I?
Oh, yes.
Bring nature to your bathroom with
Twigs and leaves.
very natural toilet paper made of
Twigs and leaves.
It's not post-consumer content. It's not recycled paper. It's not even paper. It's just
Twigs and leaves.
we collect from the forests of
America.
Back in the natural days, before there were real bathrooms, before there was toilet paper, they used
Twigs and leaves.
Pick up a sack today, now with 50% fewer thorns. Not for use with actual plumbing systems.
Johnson?
Yes, sir?
Get in here.
Is there a problem, sir?
Look, Johnson, I'm not gonna sit here and blow sunshine up your ass.
Oh, I will.
Who are you?
How the hell'd you get in here?
I'm the Sunshine Pixie. And I'm here to tell you that Sunshine Suppositories are the perfect pick-me-up when life has got you down. Here, try one.
What the? Oh. Oh.
See what I mean, Sunshine?
Johnson, put your pants back on.
Oh, calm down, Mr. Pouty Puss. Here.
Hey!
Hey!
See? Sunshine Suppositories sweeten your disposition in a snap.
What was it that you wanted to see me about, boss?
Forget it. You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Sunshine Suppositories. Spread your cheeks for a little sunshine today.
Welcome aboard Advance Airlines. Sit back, relax. Our friendly flight crew will take excellent care of you.
Here, sir. Your seatbelt needs to be good and tight.
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you care for a foot massage?
We want your flight to be an extremely pleasurable and memorable experience.
I'll gladly help you stow your tray table, sir. I'll just need to sit on your lap.
May I put my arm around you, sir? Would you like to join our Mile High Club?
At Advance Airlines, we're getting our customers off the ground.
The catcher's signal called for a brushback high and inside. But when I looked down at my bracelet, I thought, what would Satan do? So I beamed him in the head and turned all the fans' hot dogs into snakes.
Satanko.
Uh-oh, sounds like someone's drunk again.
I can drive fine. Give me my keys.
This week on another uproarious episode of Mean Drunk, Miriam doesn't hide David's scotch bottle well enough.
I should have married your sister.
And David's boss tries to get him to help himself.
Stick your 12 steps up your ass.
So tune in for another laugh-filled episode of Mean Drunk and see the show that America's Bar Guide called the most entertaining hour on television.
The f*** you looking at?
Here's the story of two very lovely ladies and their far-out righteous groovy old man. Went to a party in the 60s, threw their keys into a punch bowl, and then each lady went off with a fella other than the one with whom she came. 9 months later we became a family, bought a groovy pad, and then we changed our name to the Swabbaroos. The Swabbaroos. Got those non-traditional alternative family blues. Being a father's never easy, especially when you don't know whose you are. But we're so proud our seeds were intermingled, and it really helps to have the extra car.
Can I have an advance on my allowance?
Ask your father.
Which one?
I love you, moms and dads.
Make sure your parents sign the permission slip.
With 4 parents, I'll need a bigger slip.
Good night, honey.
Good night, honey.
Good night, honey.
Good night, honey.
We're the Swabbaroos. The Swabbaroos.